What a great day here in downtown Columbus, and so excited to be with you. I want to thank Greg and Amy and the entire team at CDC. I charged them several months ago to help lead the downtown comeback. Our Columbus Compact is undeniable. The comeback we're seeing with huge economic development, job creation, the resurgence of neighborhoods throughout our city. But we needed somebody to focus primarily on downtown, one of the most important jobs and entertainment centers in all of Central Ohio. And so thrilled to have CDC leading the way there. As you heard in the video, and we'll continue to hear from all of us today, downtown is back to work, back to fun, back to sports, back to life. A strong and thriving downtown is critical to the success of the entire region. Downtown is the center of our culture, entertainment, and economy. More revenue is generated in this 1 square mile than any other place in Columbus. That matters because it helps with basic city services in neighborhoods throughout our entire city. Fire, police, public health, recreation and parks, the things that make our city so special. Our key public and private employers are investing in downtown like never before. And we have many with us here today to share their excitement. A vibrant and lively downtown, like so many other things in life, was put on pause during the worst of COVID-19. Now we are here pressing play again. People want to be together, need to be together. We are all tired of video calls and the cabin fever of the home office. We want to be around our colleagues, gathering for lunch and happy hours, or catching a game, or grabbing dinner after work. That social interaction that is so important for innovation, creativity, and for us to grow and develop as a people and as a city. With your help, we're emerging and moving forward stronger than ever as an inclusive downtown for everyone. Our downtown is growing too. More than $500 million of public and private development projects were completed last year alone, including the phenomenal Lower.com Stadium for our beloved Columbus Crew. This area is booming with additional mixed-use development featuring office and residential spaces. It joins the progress taking place on the peninsula just across the river as it becomes a thriving new neighborhood in our incredible downtown. Key initiatives have been enacted by both the public and private sectors to prepare for a return to the office. And the city of Columbus is leading the way by getting everyone back to the office full-time starting today. I don't know about you, but I have my calendar filled with festivals, sporting events, concerts, and so much more. Thank you to everyone who is investing in the vibrancy of downtown. City Council, the Franklin County Commissioners, our great partners at CDC, our employers, both public and private, many of whom are represented here today, arts organizations, and most of all, the people of Columbus. Whether you work downtown, play downtown, or haven't been here in years, this is your downtown, and we're thrilled to welcome you back. Now I'd like to introduce a great champion for downtown, a great leader of our business community and involved in so many philanthropic and community organizations and issues. Please welcome Nationwide CEO, Kurt Walker.
Well, if there's only one thing that I would echo that our mayor shared with us, downtown's back. And from a nationwide perspective, it never really left. So nearly 100 years, Columbus has been the headquarters of Nationwide, and we've always felt it's a great place to work, live, and play. I think Columbus is probably one of the best kept secrets in America, and I hope that that secret's being shared across the United States. So from an employer perspective, This is where it all happens. Nearly a third of our 25,000 employees work and live in the Columbus metro area. 2 years ago, my wife and I found Columbus so infatuating, we moved downtown, and we now live downtown with over 250 other nationwiders. And you might say, well, you chose the worst time to move downtown. Here's what I would tell you. It was incredible. Even during the peak of COVID, there were so many things to do, so many people to interact with. One of the things I appreciate today is I'm starting to recognize people that don't have a piece of cloth or a piece of paper across their face, and how great is that, just to be able to be here and to be with other people. So we moved downtown 2 years ago. It was the best decision my wife and I have ever made, and has been shared. Think about all the things to do downtown. We've got the Crew, the Blue Jackets. We've got Huntington Park with the Clippers. If you haven't had a chance to, I'd encourage you to come out and support our teams. It really is part of what makes downtown special. Concerts are back. One of the things we're all looking forward to is picnic with the Pops this summer. That'll be a great interaction. Restaurants are open. Let's all get out and support them by going there. But cultural attractions. From where we live, we get a chance to see COSI and the National Veterans Memorial and Museum, the North Market, the parks, some of the best kept secrets again that we have, the Arena District. Just so many great things are taking place in this city. I think the other thing that is so special that we don't talk about enough, it's the fact that so many other communities in the United States look at Columbus and say, how do you make that happen? How do you make the Columbus way take place? And back to the mayor's comments, we just have this unique public-private partnership that exists here in a way that it doesn't take place any other place. And I think the secret sauce in that is the special people that call Columbus home. So as a major employer, Nationwide is so proud to be here today as a downtown employee. I'm proud to be here and as a downtown resident. So incredibly proud of everything that downtown Columbus is all about. And here's what I truly believe. The best is really yet to come. And with that, it's now my pleasure to introduce Lisa Barton, a CDDC board member and Executive Vice President, Chief Operating Officer of AAP. Lisa.
Kurt, very well said. Well, first I'd like to thank Mayor Ginther and the city of Columbus, who, without your visionary leadership, none of this would be possible. So thank you, and the community appreciates everything that you've done. So as you've heard from Nick, AEP, like so many other downtown employers, is committed, absolutely committed to the downtown. We know that downtown's energy grows from the heart of the 80,000 employees who call Columbus home during the day. In addition to my AEP hat, I also serve on the board of CDDC. And as a member, I'm a very proud resident of the city of Columbus. I've been down here 4 years, and I have never regretted that decision, just like Kurt, to move downtown. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a lifestyle. CDDC, along with their partners at the city and county, has been working to make downtown a place our community can live, work, and play for almost 2 decades. A key focus for CDDC has been developing some of downtown's greatest amenities that we know and love here today: the Columbus Commons, the Scioto Mile. But places without people are just bricks and blades of grass. And so that is why we are so excited to welcome Columbus back and to open up our doors. You've heard how our downtown is poised and ready for employees. Now I'm excited to share how we're ready for visitors. When we say downtown is back, we mean it. We mean summers along the rivers, arts festivals, Red, White, and Boom, jazz and rib fests. We mean picnic in the Pops at the Columbus Commons, PB&J and jazz at Topiary Park. We mean marathons and races. And CDDC has a big announcement today. It's my privilege to share that we are hosting 2 free concerts at the Columbus Commons this summer. On May 26th, we're hosting the Beach Boys to kick off our summer downtown. On July 10th, we're hosting Sheryl Crow. These events, in addition to the 4-week local concert series and hundreds of other free events throughout the summer months, from fitness to food trucks, all of this available to folks here in Columbus in that attempt to get everybody back to downtown. And if that's not enough to get you excited, we've partnered with the city to produce more activation along our wonderful riverfront, additional access to kayaks and canoes, family fun surrounding the AEP Foundation fountain, and strolling music and food along the promenade. In other words, pencil it in now, all of these things you love about the summer are back in Columbus. And now I'd like to ask Columbus City Council President Shannon Hardin to share his perspective on bringing downtown back. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Columbus. You guys look good out there. Thank you, Miss Lisa. As a Columbus kid, I sure am looking forward to hitting up the Jazz and Rib Fest this summer and to Red, White, and Boom. Just want to start off to everyone, to the folks gathered here, to our great partners at CDDC, to our employers, to Kurt and to Steve, to our workers, to our residents, to everybody here, and to those small businesses. First, we have two things to say. First, thank you. Thank you because you endured, you kept Columbus downtown strong. And then secondly, we're back. Let's give it up. We are back in downtown Columbus. Over and over again, we've learned that opportunity emerges through difficult circumstances. And part of Columbus's spirit is about defying expectations. Some said the transformation of the Scioto Greenways wasn't possible, that 10,000 people would never live in our city center, and that the demise of City Center Mall was the end of our urban core. But now, that riverfront and more Columbus Commons serves as a national case studies and more for 10,000 more people calling our downtown home. We all know that downtown is everyone's neighborhood. It is where we gather to celebrate, and as we saw in the summer of 2020, it is where we gather with immense pain, sorrow, anger over racial injustices. Some said we couldn't recover from all of that pain and separation. People said the pandemic and remote work would spell the death of downtown. But we are here today to say that we are back. We're not just back, but we are back stronger and more united. As we've seen before, the people of Columbus are up to the challenge, and we have the opportunity to make downtown greater than ever before. Downtown Columbus has a bright future ahead. Through focused collaboration and by listening to our residents, we can make downtown a place that's more welcoming to everyone in our city. It's a perfect time for the Downtown Strategic Plan, and we are asking our entire community to chip in, to weigh in, to be a part of imagining what this community can be now, but even more what it can be in the future. We have the opportunity to grow smarter and to build an even better, greater downtown, a downtown that is truly for all of us. Because downtown is everyone's neighborhood, and downtown is back. I'd like to welcome my friend, the managing partner at Squire Patton Boggs, Ms. Tracy, to come and share her perspectives on our comeback.
Welcome, everybody. First, I can't tell you how excited I am to be amongst our city's leaders here today. It is truly a privilege and an honor, but also a privilege because I, like many others, moved downtown in 2017, and I cannot imagine living anyplace else. I often wonder, as I was taking my garbage just around the corner outside my condo door and dropping it in a chute, gosh, I can't forget about all those days of like, oh shoot, we missed trash day, and all those things that we don't have to deal with anymore. So I'm very happy to not only get to live downtown, play, and excited for the calendar to fill up this summer with all the events that have been shared, but I also get a chance to work in this building. And I returned to work in May of 2020, so just a couple months after the pandemic started, to try to lead our office back with making others feel that there was a place to come back to and comfortable in doing that. My perspective of coming back to work is not only shared by trying to manage over 100 employees here in this building, but I serve on several committees within our global firm to try to set policy and procedures to get people back to the office across the United States. But I think what's been even more important and more, I would say, helpful to me to understand what coming back to work looks like is in the practice that I have. As a labor and employment attorney, I have helped to advise many of our Ohio employers and employers across the United States with how to get their employees back, return to work. And I'll say, while the pandemic has been tragic in so many ways, one silver lining certainly has been looking at the workplace differently. We now have opportunities to be flexible in ways that we never had before with Zoom and other capabilities. But what I'm hearing repeatedly over and over, not only from the employees in our office, but employers across the United States, is that there's nothing that can be substituted for being in person, collaboration, mentorship, and training, and that you just cannot do via Zoom video. I also had a unique opportunity to mentor one of the students at Ohio State, one of the top students that was there, and he had a summer internship program last year that was 100% remote. And I asked him, talk to me about that experience. How was it? And he said, at the end of the day, it was so hard to not be able to talk to anybody in person. I really felt scared to ask questions of the partners that I was doing work for, and I just wish we could have been back down in the office. So as we are looking at the vibrant economic development that's going on in the city of Columbus, from a recruitment standpoint, having a place for people to come back to is going to be critical. It's going to be absolutely critical because not all of us have a place that we can work effectively and comfortably 100% of the time from home. The policies that we're seeing across the United States do allow for some flexibility, but like the policy in our offices, we want you to be more in office than not, and the more junior you are, the more days you should be in. And I am so thankful to the Huntington Center for allowing that transition for our office to be able to come back full time. If you look too at cross-national studies, VOCON, which is a national research firm based out of Cleveland, has been doing a lot of research on getting employers back to work. What does that look like, and what can the policies be? And what we've seen from VOCON is that they've surveyed over hundreds of employers where 62% of those businesses said that the employees' connections to the company culture is really threatened if we are going fully remote. And out of all of the employers that they surveyed, not one single one of them said that they want to go to a full virtual environment. And so to hear that Columbus is back, I cannot tell you how good that is from us, from an employer in the office, from somebody who's living here, but also for those people that we're trying to recruit to Columbus. We want to show the vibrancy of what the city has to offer. I can't wait for all the lunch places to open back up so we can take our summer interns, which start in about a month here in this building. We're going to be hosting all 100 across the United States for a university academy. And we're going to showcase a lot of the things that are going on. And I heard that the Beach Boys are coming, and that's going to be one of the nights that they're here. So I'm going to have to tap into that and take them out to the Commons to show them what that's all about. So thank you so much for having me to speak to you all today. I appreciate everything that our leaders are doing, that our employers are doing, and we cannot wait to see you all out on the streets of downtown Columbus this summer. Without further ado, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce President of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, Erica Crawley.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, I could just feel the energy of everyone and the excitement about downtown being back. I couldn't be more excited to celebrate the downtown comeback and to welcome back all of our great employers and their workers. As we've already heard, it's not just Columbus. Across the country, employers are working to safely bring back their workers and to embrace a hybrid model. And they're bringing their employees to Columbus for more than 19 conventions and counting, booked at the Greater Columbus Convention Center in 2022. These conventions will bring tens of thousands of people to stay in our downtown hotels, as well as eat, drink, and shop here. The revenues generated by these visitors support essential services for Franklin County residents. We're standing here in the Huntington Center at the epicenter of jobs and employment in Franklin County. Downtown's more than 80,000 employees have always been a critical part of our region's success. As a major downtown employer, the county, with almost 7,000 employees, is committed to bringing back our employees to the office. We do understand, as a county government that really supports social and human services, that if we are really committed to every resident every day, that we can't be virtual. We have to be available to our residents. But this is bigger than just bringing people back to work. I believe our employees are excited to return to the downtown office buildings because downtown is a community. And our location has the added benefit of being just steps away from the wonderful energy of our downtown streets and the fan-favorite events that occur on the riverfront and at the Columbus Commons. Every day there's something for you to do in downtown Columbus. Case in point, the Columbus Blue Jackets hit the ice tonight at Nationwide Arena at 7 p.m. And I am looking forward to opening day on April 12th at Huntington Park. I will be throwing out the first pitch. I probably shouldn't have said that because now I'm not going to make it over home plate. But please come out and support. We know that it is sure to draw full capacity crowds. And so there is truly nowhere like downtown Columbus. It is definitely the heartbeat of our county, and it is back in a big way. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Steve Steinhauer, CEO, Chairman, and President of Huntington. Thank you.
Well, good morning. It's great to see all of you, my colleagues and so many others. Mayor, wonderful to be with you. Council President, Commissioner, thank you. Thanks for the other business associates and friends we have here. It is just wonderful to feel the energy that we were getting from all of you today. I'm surprised you quieted down. Because this phenomena that we're back, that downtown is back, was what we were experiencing when we saw all of you earlier. So thank you so much for your courage, wisdom, and foresight and helping us get through 2 very difficult years, and do that with such momentum now as we come back. We've got a lot of opportunities in front of us, some of which were articulated this morning, but the region goes, so goes downtown. The city goes, so goes downtown. And the leadership and the opportunities that you have, we all have together, our commitment to downtown and what we're going to do, bringing our colleagues back, our employees back, getting these restaurants unhinged, totally rehinged, and open for lunch, open for dinners, the art scenes and the activities that have been planned, just phenomenal. I can remember in 2009, things weren't that vibrant. They're better today than they were then, and think what happened in the ensuing decade. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Downtown is back. Downtown is back. And with that, let me introduce Amy Taylor, who's organizing all this. Amy.
I just want to thank everyone for coming. This was a bigger crowd than we ever could have hoped for, and I love seeing all your faces, and I've loved hearing what our wonderful elected officials and business leaders have said. There's food. We hope you enjoy it, and downtown is back.